Good evening to all my fellow citizens of my country, Bharat, on this day of 6th March 2026 at around 6 p.m. The main object of making this video is to bring to your doorstep the events that were happened in the past 6-7 days. I'm not going to tell you the statistical information like how many aircrafts have been lost, how many people died, and how many missiles were used, and how many ships were sunk in the sea, so on and so forth. There is no point in telling that because the actual figures, almost the realistic figures to the extent of around 95 to 96%, will come only after 6 months, not today. There's the reason why I don't want to go into those details. However, let me start like this. What are the reasons stated by both sides for initiating this war? Everybody have their own reasons, but to the best of my knowledge and belief and what I have seen, understood, learned and studies, let me tell you freely and frankly what is there in my heart and as well as in my mind. Shall we start? Right. Let's go. The reasons stated by United States of America as well as Israel on one side are one. We want to establish a democratic setup in Iran. Fortunately or unfortunately, who is American President, His Excellency Donald Trump or Netanyahu, to decide what kind of setup must be there in Iran, whether it is a democratic setup under a king or a proportional representative government. It is up to the people of Iran to decide it. You, me, Putin, Modi and somebody else on this good earth cannot decide it. It is up to the people of Iran to decide it. Point number 2. What America says or the Israel says is that the Ayatollah Khomeini, who died on 28th during strikes, first two strikes, of course, it was officially confirmed on 1st March, as you know it pretty well. As you know, the dates and all those pretty well is that US says that they are in the process of making nuclear warheads. I don't think so it is correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. The reason being, they are developing nuclear power for their own requirements, power requirements for the purpose of health, agriculture, so on and so forth. There is nothing wrong with that. The uranium 235, 238 or polonium or plutonium, whatever they have, is only to the extent of 60% enriched and they cannot use it for preparing bombs. So what United States and as well as Netanyahu of Israel saying all these times, almost for the past 6-7 months, is not correct. Let us think about once. Let us think for ourselves once. Now let us use our common sense and think for ourselves. Exclusively and wholly to protect my nation, my people, my sovereignty, my infrastructure, my development and my country's welfare. What is wrong in developing atomic nuclear warheads? That is my objective. My objective is not to use it for any other purposes like waging wars. There is nothing wrong in that. Russia can have, Russia, China, America, France, even Pakistan and as well as North Korea have nuclear warheads. Then what is wrong in Iran having nuclear warheads for their self-defense? Please think about this. If America has warheads, it's right. But if India has warheads, it's wrong. Pakistan can have warheads, that is right. China has warheads, that is right. But nobody else in this world should have warheads. What logic is this? Think for yourself once. They categorically said we are going to use it only for these purposes, peaceful purposes. But the America says that, and the Israeli also says, you are going to make bombs, and the bombs, if they fall into the hands of terrorists like Hamas, ISIS, Houthis, the world will be at great risk. They may cause catastrophic disasters to the world itself. That is what the Americans say. Then what is the guarantee that US and Israel, China, France and other people also will not do that? When they have the warrants, they can do it at any time. Why there is one law for you and one law for some other country? Please think for yourself whether it is right or wrong. To the best of my knowledge, the reason stated by United States of America is not correct. I am sorry to say this, but there is no other alternative for me. This is the one of the reasons, and the third reason is mass scare. Around 30,000 people have been killed in Iran. No, it's not correct. This figure hasn't come out. Iran government itself, or Ayatollah Khomeini and his associates itself, has claimed that we have suppressed and killed around 3,000 people who are raging against us. That is an ethnic figure. We need to append it. The main intention of America is to make somebody sit in the seat so that they can do anything. Don't you think it is nothing but a dictatorship? I'm sorry to use the word dictatorship, but there is no other alternative word for me. It is up to the people of Iran to decide who should be their head. Whether it should be a military regime, or based on a religion regime, or it should be a democratic setup, or it may be a provisional setup, or it may be a quasi-government, or what type of government they would like to have, they decide it. Who are you and me to decide this? United States of America and Israel and other countries do not have any right to decide what kind of setup should be there. And another fourth reason what they are saying is that oil resources, they may cause oil crisis in the world so that the entire world will be in trouble. That is what they said. They would like to have control over the oil resources of Iran. Do you think it is reasonable on your part? It is my country, my oil resources, my natural gas. I will sell it to anybody else I like. Who are you to dictate that I should sell the oil at this price, so much of quantity to so and so countries only? You don't have any right. Neither India nor America or Israel or China or South Korea, who else it may be, they don't have any right to dictate the terms. The main objective, one of the fundamental objectives is to have full control on oil and other natural resources in Iran. We have seen this on so many occasions. Take the case of India itself. His Excellency Donald Trump has imposed restrictions on India when Iran is supplying oil to us, taking rupees, not dollars or something like that, and 10% of our requirements we used to get it from Iran at a very reasonable price. Trump has imposed restrictions, we backed out because we respected. Please remember the word, we respected the big brother. We respected him a lot. That's why we kept quiet. Then we have moved towards Soviet Russia. They came forward and offered us oil at 35% discount. Again, Donald Trump has put restrictions. Then we brought down the level from 35% discount quantity and all those things to 20%, 25%, so on and so forth. Why should we bend down our head? It is our country, it is our will. Then the top case of Venezuela also did the same thing. Who is he to impose restrictions on us like this? It is our country's requirement. Let the people of our country also know that we have production capacity of oil and gas put together not more than 14-15% of our actual requirement. Actual requirement. The remaining 85% we were forced to import it. We used to import the oil from Russia, Venezuela, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Oman, Saudi Arabia, so on and so forth in the open market. Nobody can impose restrictions on us as far as the import of oil and gas is concerned. How do you feel? Think for yourself, how do you feel if somebody put the restrictions like that? Let us assume if Modi says that you cannot consume more than 10 liters of petrol every day. How do you feel? If Modi says every citizen of this country must wake up early in the morning at 5:30 and must do yoga, how do you feel that? If Modi says every Indian citizen must learn only in Hindi and not in any other language, how do you feel that? In India itself, when we have such kind of feeling, where is the question of somebody else imposing conditions on us? Do you think it's reasonable? Think for yourself. So, what America plus Israel says is that we will have full control on oil resources. You must listen to us. You must fold your hands and listen to us. Bow down your head. That is not possible. You should set up only a democratic setup. That is also not possible. You must come to us with a begging bowl. That is also not possible. We will dictate terms on you and you must obey through the terms. That is also not possible. Then what is possible? Everything is possible according to the will and pressure of the Iranian people. Not to please you or not to displease his own citizens. Now let us come from Iran's point of view. What are the claims of Iran? Iran is of the opinion that we will not bend down to your restrictions, point number one. We have every right on our soil, point number two. We have every right to dispose of or export our resources at our terms and conditions at such a price, at such a quantity to such a countries. Point number four. Whether we should have religion based this thing or a non-religion based or a democratic setup, it is our choice. Who are you to dictate on that? We have nuclear material, but we are not using it for making nuclear bombs. We will not give them to Houthis or somebody else to provocate wars. We would like to have good relations with all our neighbors, including with you. Including with you. They categorically stated that. They have came forward to discuss all these things, and Oman king initiated that. Both parties have come, but in the last moment, it is the United States of America walked off. The reason being, they don't want that. Do you understand that? They don't want the peace talks. They don't want the things to happen. Iran has categorically stated once again, well in advance, that they are not going to use the nuclear material for making bombs. We will continue with the existing personalities. We are Shias. The other people are Sunnis. We are not bothered about that. We bother and we respect our religion. We respect our rules and regulations. We would like to be in friendly with every country. This is what the Iranian stand. But the American stand is in a different way. You must listen to me. You must surrender to me. You must allow me to take the oil from your soil to my land. You must listen to me. Think for yourself whether it is reasonable or not. Iran is a country with 5,000 years plus of history and civilization. For the first time, I think for the second time, let us repeat, second time. Earlier there is a 12-day war with Israel. I think this is the second time. exclusively and wholly to protect their nation, they waged the war. The war was started by United States, not Iran. So to protect their country, their people, their sovereignty, there is no other alternative for me except retaliation. The war is started by United States. Remember that. Trump has said that we have not yet decided whether to go in war with Iran or not. Some time back, he says that it will take at least another 15-20 days to us to decide. But within hours, the war was started. Ayatollah Khomeini was dead in a precision attack. His death was confirmed on 1st March, and his son is likely to be the head. They have three kinds of armies. One is the regular army, the other one is IGRS army, the other one is the paramilitary forces and supporting staff. I think to the best of my knowledge and belief, subject to correction, all these things put together around 11 lakhs or so. Iran has launched missile strikes on various countries like Saudi Arabia, Oman, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Bahrain, so on and so forth. The reason being, Americans have their military bases in all these countries. Don't underestimate Iran. Iran has their own technology. Excellent scientists are working with their army, and especially one particular set of army, that is IGRS army, is a dedicated army with around 2.5 lakhs or something like that, and they just simply do what the Supremo says, including and not limited to suicide bombers. So it is very difficult for the Americans to suppress these kind of armies, and the terrain of Iran is such they can undertake only aerial raids and not ground forces. America may have lakhs of armed personnel with guns and Patriot missiles, that thing, this thing, and so on and so forth, but it will not work. So that's why they have replied. They are fleeing all this time. They restricted themselves only to air raids. I am not going into details about Islam, but let me tell you in brief. Islam has two kinds of groups or schools, as the case may be: Sunnis and Shias. Iran is almost 100% Shias. Similarly, Iraq, Bahrain, and some other countries are Shia dominated. But whereas the rest of the world, if you take the entire world, 85% of the Muslim community belongs to Sunni community, including India. I think these details are more than sufficient. However, the schools and thoughts are totally different. There are some differences, so on and so forth. We need not go so into those details. Sunnis always goes along with caliphs, but whereas Shias trust and believe in imams. Shias is of the opinion that they are the original Prophet Muhammad bloodline. And this bifurcation was started in 623 Christian era. I think these details are more than sufficient. We did not think about anything more than that. Now, so far, according to Arnab Goswami, because I am a fan of Arnab Goswami, I used to listen his debates very frequently. According to him, around 22 countries are involved in the war, hence it is a world war. 3. But to the best of my knowledge and belief, the war is between only 3 people: US plus Israel one side, Iran on the other side. Of course, Iran is bombing on other Islamic countries also, as I already told you. That is also because the US has their own bases. The strategy of Iran is to bring the entire Muslim community nations, around 57 countries in the world, to drag into the war conflict and fight with US and as well as with Israel. That is the reason why they are bombing on other Islamic countries also, whether they are Shias or Sunnis, as the case may be. So that is one of the strategies of Iran. Russia and China, who are supporting Iran from quite a long time for their oil requirements, especially China. 80% oil comes from Iran through Hormuz route, and now it was blocked by Iran. But any other country also will suffer because of that. Even our oil tankers and gas tankers also comes from that route. So they blocked it, and China, not only China, everybody will suffer because of that. Both those countries have given weapons, training, and continuously giving weapons, so on and so forth. So that is their stand. Till today, they didn't announce or entered into actual war with the other parties. France, Germany, Australia, Britain also now gradually entering into the war phase. So in the years to come, or sorry, days to come or weeks to come, as His Excellency Donald Trump has said, it may extend up to 4 weeks. We have to wait and see who are going to join with US and Israel and who are going to join with Iran. As every one of us know pretty well that India is a non-alien country right from the day of our independence. Hence, we neither take that side or this side. Both are good friends to us. But the relations between India and USSR, how it is, it's a lengthy thing, so we don't want to discuss much about this. I'll let you know about this in my next forthcoming videos. You know, who are our good friends, who are our bad friends. Of course, I don't call it as a bad friends. Who are our good friends, who are our fair friends, who are our friends, and who are our enemies. I will let you know in another video. Now, one question that normally arises in the minds of Indian citizens is that what Modi is doing in Delhi. Quite natural. Modi, Amit Shah, Her Excellency, the Honorable President of India, Mrs. Murmuji, and Ajit Doval and cabinet colleagues, what they are doing in Delhi. Very confidential information, very confidential meetings may be going on in Delhi. And we, the common citizens of India, must have trust, belief, confidence on our leadership and as well as on our Indian army. So there is no need for us to think so much about on this. They are discussing about the strategies, steps to be taken when there is an oil shortage, what to do, because our oil resources are only for 74 days. And after that, anyhow, oil prices will increase. You know about pretty well how the prices will increase as far as petrol and diesel is concerned. Even when USSR has given to us, Soviet Russia has given to us at a discounted price of 35%. Still, our Honorable Prime Minister, His Excellency Narendra Modi, didn't reduce even 10 pice. We know it pretty well. And petroleum products are taxed very heavily in India, as you know it pretty well. I'll do another video on how these petroleum prices are structured, etc., etc. in another video. Please wait for that video. So, they are not sitting idle in Delhi. They are evaluating strategies because all are good friends to us. We cannot afford to lose any one of them. And we don't have a right to say what is right and what is wrong also. And you know pretty well our Honorable Prime Minister had been to Israel just before the war has started. Some agreements were entered, so on and so forth. Of course, people used to say that, he has gone there to talk to Netanyahu about Modi's name in Epstein files and all. It's all bogus thing, damn dirty, bloody idiotic. Forget about it. Yeah, now it is time for me to tell you about journalism in India. Okay, I love, like, and admire certain journalists like Pranab Roy, Arnab Goswami, Karan Thapar. Then, Neeru Vyas, Alki Sharma, similarly Sujit Noyer and Karan Thapar. These are all, living legends as on today, very impartial. It comes out with facts and figures and all. When compared with them, I'm just a drop in the Pacific Ocean. But however, I am trying my level best to bring to your notice facts, figures, government GOs, orders, and impartial things. I do not belong to any political party. I even don't have even primary membership also as on today. Similarly, now the present situation of journalism in India, to the best of my knowledge and belief, and what I have seen and listened from various sources, is that it must be revived. I don't want to use any harsh language, that's why I'm telling you. Now it is time for Indian journalists to think and rethink about what to be given to the. Now let me tell you, who am I? I am Mr. M. Nagarjuna Reddy, chartered accountant, 68 years of old, based in Hyderabad, state of Telangana. I have my own YouTube channel with 1,34,000 subscribers, 750 videos. Majority of the videos are in Telugu. In my videos, I used to talk about and tell about economy, accounting, politics, then frauds that are happening in banks and how to prevent those kind of frauds and what are the precautionary measures we need to take. Regional, national, and international affairs. But I would like to tell you, because I'm also into the fraud investigations, let me tell you, or let me give you some two hints about the measures which we need to take. Point number one, please change your passwords at least once in a month related to your debit cards and credit cards. Change your debit cards and credit cards, though they are in valid condition, every year. These are the two important measures where you can save your money a lot. So, please subscribe to my channel, CA Nagarjuna Reddy. I'm telling you once again, CA Nagarjuna Reddy. From today onwards, I'll be making the videos on these kind of topics, irrespective of caste, creed, color, region, religion, traditions, customs, nationally and internationally, without partiality. Impartially, I used to tell. I do not belong to any political party as on today. And my wish is that we must respect the laws of our land. We must bow down our head to the Constitution of India. Let us follow the laws of the land. Let us not violate traffic rules, taxation rules, etc., related to income tax or GST or VAT or whatever it may be. Take the loan from the banks and please repay the loans. Don't make the loan a bad debt. It is a crime. Please do not do such kind of things. Take the loans, repay along with the interest, develop the business, provide employment, and try to see that India will earn foreign exchange. Of course, as on today, we have around 700 billions of foreign exchange, not to worry. We have around 74 days of oil reserves also, not to worry about these kind of things. So, let us think twice before we do anything. Please subscribe to my channels. Once again, I am requesting you. CA Nagarjuna Reddy, 1,34,000 subscribers. Please watch my videos, forward them to your relations, friends, whether they are in India or abroad, as the case may be. Please feel free and frank to put reasonable, logical, moral, and legal comments within the framework of our Constitution, and you have every right to express your opinion under Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A, read with other things like Article 14, Article 21, so on and so forth. Wish you all the best. Have a good day or good weeks or months yet to come, and encourage me by giving one like. Giving one like. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Jai Hind. Let the world rest in